Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for tuning into Easy TV once again. And if it's your first time here, I appreciate you checking out the channel and possibly considering subscribing. And for all of you, if you could just smash that thumbs up button, it would be greatly appreciated. But today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be taking a look at a pair of Yeezy 700 V3s. As you guys know, and you might have seen my earlier video, I did do a video on the adidas as well. And so this is the second pair of 700 V3s that I've had in hand. And they, of course, as you can tell by the title, are the clay brown colorway. Yeezy 700 box. There is the tag, size 10. Clay brown is the colorway. Get them out of the box. So I do want to mention quickly, we do get a pair of extra laces. That is because, and you can see they're just black, like rope type laces. And that is just because we have that, of course, infinity lacing system on the 700 V3s. Now, I will give you guys a once over, of course. I just want to say off the bat, I had the Azurus in hand already, so this isn't the first 700 V3 I've had in hand, but just having the second one in hand, I really like this model. I'm a fan of the Yeezy 700 V3. It's at a more reasonable $200 price point, and that is of course because we don't have boost. To be honest, if I'm paying 200 bucks, we should have boost in this anyway. Eventually, I am definitely planning on having my own pair in the collection. And I actually think this is a pretty decent colorway. Basically mostly black with these like clay brown stripes going down it. For the most part, it's just black. But that's the main reason why I'm not keeping them for myself. I don't like all black shoes. It's just not really something I wear. The most like all black shoe I have are like my Shadow ones or my Bred 4s. And those are really just because Jordans, I think a lot of the great classic colorways, have a lot of black. So, but for these, just too much black for my liking. But I definitely do eventually want to have a pair of 700 V3s in the collection for myself to wear. I liked the ideation and the creativity I saw from the Azurus that I saw. And this isn't, I know, definitely not as creative, but I like the way it comes together, and I'm a fan of the way it looks. But I just want to give a quick little critique here, because this is something I've been seeing out of Adidas for quite a few years now. And you might just be sitting here looking at a guy who wears a Nike hat all the time, and now I just so happen to be wearing a Nike top as well. But I'm not trying to be a hater or whatever. I wear Nike stuff, I wear Adidas stuff, I wear stuff from all bunch of brands. And this is not exactly only to Adidas, but it just so happens that we have an Adidas shoe in front of us. I remember several years ago, I was buying a pair of soccer cleats. So I went to go buy a pair of soccer cleats, try them on. And I was looking at a couple models from different brands, Nike, Adidas, etc. And there was a certain pair of flagship Adidas soccer cleats. This was like at the time their newest, most expensive, best cleat. And when they pulled it out at the store, obviously not the store's fault, but when I pulled it out of the box, there just was fat glue marks all over the shoe. And here's my thing, right? Is prices of shoes are going up, right? These are 200 and they don't even have like boost in them. They don't have the top tier cushioning system in them. And my thing is, even though right, inflation, yada yada yada, whatever, but if you're gonna increase the price on your shoes and you're gonna be taxing 250 bucks as we saw with those Quantums, you gotta have a little better quality control. And I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but there are definitely some glue marks all around the shoe that you can kind of notice up close. Again, I don't know how well that showed up on camera. Even over there a little bit. On both shoes as well, like over here. Right, so I'm not exactly happy with the quality control here. It definitely seems like they could have done better. We have, not only do we have some glue marks, looks like there's a glue mark here where there's like, I don't know if you can see on camera, but you can tell there's like some sticky stuff there. Not only do we have glue marks, but we have inconsistencies in the fuse of the upper with the midsole. There's little gaps. Okay, so, for some of you might be saying I'm nitpicking, but like when you're charging 200 bucks plus for a shoe, then me as a consumer, I am gonna be a little bit critical and I'm gonna expect better, because that's what I think everybody as consumers should be expecting from these big global brands, instead of just sucking up and not saying anything about it. So I just wanted to mention that as someone who's giving a review to people who might be watching my video. I don't know how many of you are gonna end up watching this video, but I just wanted to throw that out there. I like the infinity lacing system. I think that's pretty cool. And again, you're gonna be able to see them on feet here pretty soon. Okay, and I just want to grab my black light quickly because we do have, I always like struggle to like make sure this is in frame and everything. We do have, again, still that glowing rib cage almost here on the 700 V3, which I think looks even more dope with this like mostly black colorway. I think that looks really cool. And I just think it's a great touch that they did with the 700 V3 because you have this portion, right, that makes up the main aesthetic of the shoes. It's cage-like feature, and the fact that it's a kind of glow in the dark, I think it's just super cool, and I just think it looks even cooler on these because of all the black and stuff. I just think that's a cool feature. I always like to mention that and show you guys that. All right, so let's talk hold or sell, and as usual, I'll have that screenshot up of what it says on StockX right now for this specific pair of 700 V3s in the clay brown colorway in a size 10. And right now, you know, we're at that phase where like they kind of just came out, price dips down a little bit. I think they believe at the time of recording, these are sitting at like $225 in this size, brand new on StockX. Prices dipped down a little bit, but personally, you know, when it comes to hold or sell, I definitely think hold. I think if you hold, we can definitely maybe in 6 months probably see maybe 300. If you kind of look at the Azurus maybe, and you know what? I think this is a colorway that, you know, Yeezy fanatics really like. You know, all black Yeezys tend to do well, and I think brown's really in right now, you know, with Travis Scott, you know, and all his stuff pushing the brown a little bit. So I think that's in right now. So when it comes to hold or sell, I would definitely say hold on to them. Price is definitely going to go up, and I think there'll be more profit to be had. Now, if you were to buy now on that $225 price, I think on StockX right now you'd be paying like $245, $250. You know, I want to do my best now when I do these hold or sells to kind of disclose if I do know, you know, what exactly I am going to do. So what I am going to end up doing with these shoes, I'm actually going to end up selling them now. And I know I just said hold or sell, you should hold on to them. I'm just selling it to a local person that I know. So, you know, instead of holding on to them and letting them mature in price a little bit, I'm asking just like $250, so they're paying me basically what the StockX buy now is plus like $5 or something, or right about what the StockX buy now is. I'm just a local person that I know, and then, you know, he really wanted them, so, you know, I kind of let them go. And even though I probably, you know, investment wise, I probably should be holding on to them a little bit longer to get a little more out of it. You know, I bought these for $200 retail plus tax. That's a quick $50 profit in a very short period of time. You know, I talked about in my last video in the quantums about, you know, what the profit is and then how long it takes that time to mature. And I'm okay with it just because it's been such a short amount of time. And right now I'm basically getting the best price I could get on the market right now, even though the best price right now won't be as good as what the average price will be in probably 6 months down the line. But again, factoring in doing someone local who really wanted them a favor, I guess, in a way. But I do recommend for those, right, with not a unique situation like me, when it comes to hold or sell, I'm definitely going to be very bullish on holding these. And I think in 6 months to a year, people could really end up buying these for a lot more. I mean, in 6 months, if we talk about right now, it's, you know, January. 6 months is going to be the summer, so we'll see about, you know, people wearing, you know, black and brown in the summer. But again, people just seem to like all black Yeezys. And you know what? If you end up holding 9 months, we'll be back in winter again, winter/fall. And you know, this is definitely a very winter/fall type shoe. So, and we're gonna throw these on feet with you. And again, I always talk about the sizing at the very beginning of the on feet section. I just want to be mindful here again. I usually wear a size 10. These are a size 10. But as many of you probably know, some Yeezys for some people fit, you know, they have to go half size up. For example, like I used to wear a 10.5 in some Yeezy 350s, now I wear a 10. So we'll see if that's the case here with the 700 V3s. I'll do my best try on the sizing to kind of just give my best, most truthful opinion. But that is that. So thank you guys for tuning in once again. Let me know if you ended up copying these. You know, are you gonna hold? Are you gonna sell? Do you like them? Do you not? What do you think about the 700 V3 in general, whether you have them or not? If you guys could always just leave that thumbs up, it would be greatly appreciated. But as we get into the on feet here, I'll talk to you guys next time. Easy TV, signing off.